Why do you want to be governor?
Yeah, so I can have a better place for my children and grandchildren to grow and stay. I think too often we've seen our children find opportunities outside of the state, and we need to find the opportunities here in Michigan. If nothing changes here in Michigan, over the next 30 years, we're going to lose a net of 700,000 people in the state of Michigan. And so I'm ready to go up to Lansing to shake up the bureaucracy, to get things done, to actually work for the people of Michigan.
What do you think you can bring to the race that other candidates can't?
I think it's my background. It's the fact that I grew up on a 6th-generation dairy and grape farm, that I'm invested. I have a young family that understands that we need to change the trajectory of our state. Let's get back to the basics of faith, family, patriotism, our communities, and whatever faith you may practice. And that's why I've started so early in this campaign, is that President Trump has shown that we need to engage so many different communities around this state to be able to win them.
If you win the governorship, what would be your top 3 priorities in your first year?
Yeah, so day one, we're going to uproot all this DEI and wokeism within state government. We need to end that, just like the way President Trump is doing at the federal level. But the most important issue as we look at the next 10 years, the next 20 years, is fixing our education system. We cannot have a strong state unless our students are able to read, our students are able to do arithmetic, or our students are able to do math. And that needs to be something that's based on accountability and choice. And that's part of our Michigan First agenda, along with actually getting our infrastructure fixed. If we're not serious about making sure that our infrastructure is fixed, our roads and bridges, the last 6 years under this governor, budgets have grown by nearly 50%.
How do you fix the infrastructure? How do you fix the roads while also reducing taxation?
So there's plenty of money in the system, but you got to have the courage and you got to have the will to say, instead of going back to taxpayers and asking them for more money, that we're willing to look at prioritizing our budget and saying, we need to put it into fixing our roads and bridges and our infrastructure if we're going to grow this state.
What's your message to independent and Democratic voters?
That if we continue down the status quo in Michigan, we're just going to be a shrinking, poorer state. We have an opportunity over this next year and a half to get us to be a dynamic, growing state once again.